Hey guys, welcome to Toribash Replay Challenge Episode 8 with me, Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films. So this week we're taking a look at the results of the back-to-back challenge from about 2 weeks ago. But first, something rather interesting happened with this challenge. We received a metric shit ton of replays. That's the scientific unit by which these replays will be measured. It's kind of weird. We got a lot more replays than we normally do. We got almost more than the other challenges combined. So instead of taking a look at this for 1 week, we're actually going to be taking a look at the replays for this challenge for 2 weeks in a row. We're going to have 5 replays this week and 5 replays next week because honestly, there were a lot of good replays submitted and it seemed a shame to just only do 5. So yes, we'll have replays this week and next week, you lucky thing you. But first, let's take a look at this week's replays and we're going to start with Karma by Sparta. Now, as always, these are in no real particular order, but I did try to pick one of my favorites to open and end with, but they're all just fantastic. So, this replay is great first of all, it's just great for many reasons, but I don't know how to put into words the end. Just the like wackiness of watching the legs walk away as the body flips around. It's just great. I really wish I'd managed to catch my initial reaction to this on camera because it really did make me laugh. I mean, it's a great kick and a really great bifurcate kick as well, but just the legs walking away is just hilarious to me for some reason. Maybe I'm just childish, but I don't know. Maybe we can get this from the front and it might just look. There we go. There we go. I'll see you later, body. I'll catch you later. Alright, let's slow this one down and then move along. I really was hoping to see some of the sort of long-range back-to-back replays, and I'm glad to see a lot of people do something like that. So it's kind of a flip around to the front, which is really nice, and a kick to the chest that gets the bifurcate. And I'm sure with a bit of tweaking, Sparta could probably make sure he doesn't bifurcate, but I wouldn't. I think the replay works better because of that. Anyway, let's bump up to normal speed and move along. Our second replay for today is Class SD Goodbye Sober Day by Laughin. Now, this is actually an interesting replay, because he sent 2 in. One that he designed specifically for this challenge, and one that he already had that met the criteria. Now, I realize this is kind of a grey area, but it is not against the rules. If you have a replay that already fits the criteria, you can just send that. There is nothing that has ever been said that says the replay has to be made for the challenge. So I felt like I should mention that future challenges, but it hasn't really come up before. So yeah, if you happen to have a replay that fits the criteria of a challenge, then that's fine. Send that. It's totally fine. Anyway, let's take a look at this because this is a really nice replay. Quite high gravity too, which I quite like, and a really nice decap. And then that follow-up punch is something we've not seen a lot of. That is a crotch destroyer. We'll take a look at this a couple of times. Now, the interesting part is I can swap to Jeff Cam for these, and it should still face forward, because obviously Jeff Cam just faces the Tori. Let's take a look at I just want to get the crotch punch. There's a really nice angle on the crotch punch, and oh my god! For many, many reasons, Jeff is not having kids. Let's get a nice angle on that crotch, and head, and boom! That's painful. That is painful. You guys may also notice that my chat log is hidden. Big thanks to somebody in the comments of this week's replay showcase for reminding me that I can turn off the chat. Now, I've known that for weeks, but I keep forgetting to do it. But yeah, that means I don't have to keep typing /CL to clear my chat log. This is a great replay. I really do want to see it from Jeff Cam. I have a feeling the kick might look particularly good from Jeff Cam. Let's take a... Oh yeah, that is good. Let's one more time. Let's take a look at that. That's awesome. And here we go. And boom, that is really, really cool. And you can just see the crotch get demolished in the background. That's good. All right, let's move along. This is Madman. I didn't see that when I looked at the replay before. It's Madman 15 by Thief88. What the fuck is up with Jeff? Has he had a makeover? That is not a good look for you, Jeff. I don't like to be the naysayer here, but I'm sorry. That shit is not attractive. That's a really bad look on you there, Jeffo. I guess it's it's Jeff's sister, Jeffco. It's Jeffco. All right, so this is Thief88 versus Jeffco, and I made myself laugh. This is a really great backwards replay. A really kind of like brutal thing of just ripping Jeff to shreds, sort of bit by bit, and I do really like that. And yeah, it just sort of like rips little bits off. I don't believe there's a skeet. I think that's just thrown to the sky. We'll slow this one down because there's a lot going on. We'll try to work out what's going on here. Knocks off his arm, and I guess his other arm, follows it up with a kind of ground kick to the head that gets the decap. That's really nice. Not a lot of that scene. And kicks Jeffco's leg off, throws the body part, and then I do believe he just kind of spikes what's left. Oh no, rips another part off and throws it as well. Maybe there is a skeet. Maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe they would if there was more frames. It's hard to really say. But yeah, a really great replay by Thief88. Well, one more time at normal speed and then move it along. All right, let's take a look. I really do like the replays this challenge has garnered. It's kind of like, no matter what, the replay is unique because you have different centers of gravity and stuff when you're back to back as opposed to facing front. And obviously Jeff is falling forward, well, I guess backwards instead of forwards because of the way you're facing him. It gets kind of confusing to talk about because obviously everything's mirrored, but it did lead to some interesting replays. Anyway, this is our penultimate replay of this week, Challenge 360 by Chillon. Now, audience, viewer, oh ye viewer, I present to you, it's a great replay, but I present to you the most drawn out decap, the largest setup for a decap in the history of the world. Great replay, but if you want to see a overly dramatic decap, this is the overly dramatic decap. And then decap. It's great. I like the replay. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't have put it in if I didn't like the replay. But that is one of the most overly dramatic, overly elaborate setups for a decap I think we've ever seen, and it's fantastic because of that. It's just great. This is my favorite bit. He does the Homer Simpson like whoop, 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 whoop. In fact, we got to see that from above. We have to see if that looks right from above. Hang on, let's see if I can get the right angle. And whoop, 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 whoop. That's great. I didn't think that would look as good as it did. That's fantastic. Alright, let's move along to our final replay for today, which is not our final replay for today. That's strange. Okay, I guess we have one more replay. I'm terrible at counting. This is the Judas anagram extended. Maybe that's an anagram for something, but I can't quite work that out. Or maybe he's just using words there. By TDxYaJ 14. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. This is the crotch, this is the crotch one. Oh, man. Yeah, so there's that. He gets skied into the air with his crotch. Great replay, but, that makes me cringe. You know what, right? I'm sick of dick stuff on this show. There is too much dick stuff in replays that makes me cringe. And considering I have like a 94% male audience, it's not good. Dick stuff is not good. I'm not happy about this, okay? This is not great. Painful to the crotchal area, not great. Fantastic replay. I love the follow-up kick that just causes it is Jeff this time. Jeff's destruction. I wouldn't really call it a bifurcate, it's more of a boom hit. So, yeah, still really fantastic. He does sort of skeet his own foot into Jeff's head there, which is an interesting. But don't do that. Just that part. Don't eat it. Use your hand. Oh, God. We gotta get away from the dick stuff. Anyway, let's move along to, hopefully I've worked this out right now, final replay for today, which is... Okay, I was right. I guess the replay I was expecting... we'll just tease it for next week. Okay, so that's... that was awful. Let's move back. Yeah, so this was our last replay for the day. See, I thought I'd counted 5, but I doubted myself because, well, I guess we'll tease it for next week. Replay maker extraordinaire QgzOPV has sent in a replay for this challenge. We haven't seen him on the show in a long, long time. I thought I'd put him in for this week, but I guess it's next week instead. So yes, that's a teaser for next week. QgzOPV will be on next week's show. Fantastic replay maker. Been a long time submitted to Toribash Replay Showcase. One of my favorite submitters of all time is submitting to Replay Challenge for next week. So check that out. I'll be back next week, guys, with some more replays. Please comment, like, subscribe. You don't have to favorite, but it'd be great if you did. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter and all the other lovely links in the description. There's loads and loads of ways for you to get in touch with us. Goodbye, guys.